Before I talk about this, man, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But based on a lot of my comments in the comment section, man, a lot of single men are afraid of commitment. You can't be afraid of commitment. And it's not just in relationships. It's throughout different aspects of life. But first, we're going to talk about relationships, man. You can't be afraid of commitment just because the last two, three, four females you were with, it didn't work out. When we talk about commitment, you have to be committed to finding the love of your life. Committed to finding your queen that's going to serve you king's treatment. Straight like that, man. You can't give up. Just because you had a few bad apples doesn't mean you give up. You got to keep trying. You got to be persistent, man. And you have to learn how to reflect. Reflect on the bad choices you made in those women or the bad decisions you made when you were with those women. And don't do the same thing when you meet the next woman. But you got to be committed to working on yourself to better yourself. You know what I'm saying? I could look back on my previous relationships and know where I went wrong. I can't put the blame all on them. But I was committed to fixing myself and committed to making sure that I'm a better man in the next relationship, this relationship I'm in now. I'm committed every day to still work. I'm committed every day to avoid temptation. You know what I'm saying? It's a commitment. Being faithful and staying faithful is a commitment. Even the female I'm with that I've been with, I've cheated on her in the beginning of the relationship. But I've been committed to not doing that again. You know what I'm saying? If I want to cheat, if I want to whatever, if I want to be with another female, then I need to break up with her. I need to leave her. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of dudes are afraid of commitment. There's even dudes who haven't even really been in serious situations and they're just going off of what their friend said or, you know what I'm saying, going off of somebody in their family, their experiences. And you have to experience it yourself, man. And you got to be committed to not wanting to be alone. If you as a man don't want to be alone, then you got to be committed to working on yourself, committed to making sure that you are the best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you are the best option in a woman's life that you're interested in. It's really that simple, you know? But I'm seeing comments of dudes saying, man, they're fine with having their dog, and I'm saying they had 2 kids and this and that. And it's like, listen, man, another thing as far as committed, man, you got to be committed to a woman. You can't be just half-assing, man. These dudes are getting these females pregnant and they're not marrying them. That's not commitment. You're not committed to the relationship. You got to fully commit, man. You can't just be having kids out of wedlock. You got to be able to set an example. You know, and then you dudes wonder why it don't work out. You got a baby mother and you wonder why after a little while you two break up. Then you say she changed. No, she just realized after bearing your child and giving birth to your child, you still haven't given her a ring. You still haven't made plans for the wedding if you two are engaged. So you dudes really don't understand women or how women work, but you'll understand how to have sex with them and what favorite positions they like. It can't just be your baby mother forever, man. You got to be fully committed. You got to be fully committed. If you believe in God, you got to be fully committed to a woman, man. You got to make her your wife. And, you know what I'm saying, write up your own separate contract. You don't have to go by the government's agenda when it comes to marriage. You don't have to. It is not in the Bible. God never said you have to conform to the government as far as marriage. But you should not just be with a woman. You have 1, 2, 3 kids and you aren't married to her. You got to be fully committed, man. You got to work. See, a lot of dudes, man, they're not fully committed into being the best versions of themselves, but they complain that they can't get women. Or they complain that, oh, modern women is this, modern women is that. Man, get off the internet and get into the real world and apply this stuff, man. But do you have everything you need? Are you complete to actually approach women, man? A lot of dudes got messed up teeth. They're crooked. They got missing teeth. Their teeth are yellow. They need a cleaning. You know what I'm saying? You got acne all over your face. This stuff is definitely going to hinder you from finding love, man. You got a bubble gut. You have no type of biceps, or, you know what I'm saying, you're not fully, dudes be in the gym, but they're not fully committed. They be skipping leg day. Or when they do train legs, they're half-ass legs, but they go hard on biceps. They go hard on triceps and chest and stuff. No, you got to be fully committed to your physique. You got to be fully committed to making sure you're presentable when it comes to approaching a woman, when it comes to interacting with women. Fully committed, man. Make sure you have on some good smelling cologne. Get other females' opinion, whether that's your mom, your auntie, grandmother, other females in your family. You know what I'm saying? your homies, girl, get their opinions on how the cologne smell. It's okay to get women's opinion on certain things. If you in a store and I'm saying you're not sure about a shirt, not sure about pants, ask a woman's opinion. Oh, what do you think about this? I've even done that before. I've had 2 pairs of shorts that I was undecided on. I asked a woman's opinion. I said, which one you think look better? And I bought them. And then when I got home and tried on one, my woman said, oh, I like those. And I told her, I said, yeah, I got a woman's opinion because I wasn't sure. Sometimes you got to do these things. Listen, when you fully committed, you are willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that you are the best version of yourself so you could get the woman that you're interested in. Put yourself in the position to meet the queen of your dreams. Go to the grocery store more often. Start actually looking around, paying attention to how beautiful women are. A lot of women be in their natural beauty when they're grocery shopping, man. You'll find a lot of women with no makeup on, hair in a bun, sweatpants. Don't be afraid. If you see a woman in the grocery store you find attractive, to say hello, good afternoon, good morning, smile at her. If she smiles back, says good morning, you know what I'm saying? Then oh, excuse me, man, I'm sorry to bother you. May I talk to you for a second? You don't see a ring on her finger, nothing like that? I'm sorry to bother you. I know we're complete strangers, but I would love to change that, if possible. My name is so-and-so. What's your name? Put your hand out to shake her hand. And softly. Obviously not firm. That's just one example, man. There are beautiful females in the gym that don't mind being approached. Don't listen to the narrative where dudes tell you, oh, don't approach women in the gym, leave them alone. That's not true, man. Women be in the gym from the hours of like between 9 to like 11:30. Go to church, man. Go to church at least maybe once a month. There are virgins and God-loving, man-respecting women inside the church. Not every church, but certain churches there are. Get your nails done, man. A lot of you dudes, I'm tired of seeing melanated black dudes with nasty, dirty, long nails, man. They fingernails be all long like this and they trying to give you advice. For perfect example, I don't know if you know about this dude channel, Papa Duck, man. I came across one of his videos, man. First of all, the dude is wishy-washy. It seems like he's battling between wanting to serve God and serving the devil. Honestly, if you listen to a lot of stuff he says. And if you look at the tattoos on the dude, man, you can tell he's but his nails, man, I can't take dudes with these long, nasty nails. The nails that look yellow, you can see the dirt under them. Man, go get your nails done, man. It is nothing wrong with getting your nails cut and putting some clear polish on them or something like that. You'll be surprised what beautiful single women be in a nail salon, man. Go get your feet done. Go get a pedicure. You don't have to get no color, get them painted like that. But go get a pedicure, man, and observe the beautiful women around you. A lot of them be single. A lot of them you can have conversation with a beautiful woman next to you, getting your feet done. You talk to her, hey, oh, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you dudes are not putting yourselves in the positions and putting yourselves in the places where the woman of your dreams could be. You're meeting these women through a friend of a friend. You're meeting them at a bar. You're not meeting them at the right places, man. You got to be fully committed to this stuff. When you're fully committed to something, you make sure you are extremely strategic. You make sure that you cross your T's and dot your I's so you can say, man, I literally did everything I could and I cannot find a good woman. A lot of you dudes have not done everything you could. You have not done everything I just stated in the video. You're not making sure your teeth are right. Making sure your skincare is on point. No pimples, no acne, nothing like that. Making sure your breath doesn't stink. Your breath smells good. You're brushing your tongue. Make sure you have good cologne. Make sure you're well dressed. You don't got to be wearing designer. You don't have to wear a suit every day. But just make sure you're presentable. Your clothes aren't wrinkled. They fit you properly. You know what I'm saying? You're dressing aesthetic. Physically, you're not all weird looking. Looking like you're built like a cartoon or something like that. Like I said, little legs and a big gut, or a big upper body and little legs. You're not looking like that. And you're not trying to be like everybody else. Play around with different outfits, different clothing styles, man. Go to the Goodwill or something. Grab some thrift and mix it with some new. I do that all the time. Try to separate your style from what's in. Don't go by what's trendy. Have your own sense of fashion. Having your own sense of fashion will make you stand out amongst others. Women notice these type of things. Oh, he's not dressed like everybody else. I like that color. I like how he wore those pants. I like how he's wearing his shirt, how he's wearing that flannel. Whatever it is. Just switch it up, man. Make sure that you're true to you. You're not trying to be like somebody else. Women can easily tell when you're rocking Hellstar, when you're rocking Dior, when you're rocking Godspeed. You look just like everybody else. What you got to remember, man, women are on social media. They scroll through social media. They see what the dudes, the rappers and these dudes with money and stuff like that, these black dudes, how they're dressing. And if they see you dressed the same, how are they going to look at you any different? They're going to just look at you as like a lick, like somebody they could use, have a good time, a fun time with, go out on a couple dates, have a couple drinks, you buy them a few things, a few dinners, and then that's it. They're not going to take you serious. You don't have your own sense of fashion, your own sense of style, none of that. You got to be fully committed to this stuff. Now, in other aspects of life, man, a lot of dudes are just not committed. Like I said, to the gym, you know, not committed to praying. You dudes be quoting rap lyrics more than you pray and talk to God. Excuse me. And that's not good. You got to make sure that you're thanking God every day for waking you up to see a new day. And if you haven't done that yet, excuse me. Ooh. If you haven't done that yet, let's do it now. Simple. Should only took you a few seconds. Thank you, God, for waking me up to see a new day. That's it. And make sure you're praying before you go to sleep. Make sure you're praying over your house, over your loved ones, and praying that God will send you your queen. God does answer prayers. God does. Listen, if you're not a spiritual person, then I don't know what to tell you. But I know me. I know there were times when I was young and I was going through breakups with a girl I really loved, and I prayed to God and I prayed that he would send her back to me. He sent her back to me. I remember being in situations with guns to my head and I'm praying, God, get me out of it. He got me out of it. I shall fear no man as I walk through the valley of death. Man, I've been walking through the projects. I walked through certain projects that were extremely dangerous with no gun on me. I can see dudes' gun under their shirt. Dudes looking like they got demons on them. I pray to God, man. God is my armor. God is my shield. He will protect. And God will give you what you ask for. And when God gives you something, it will not be taken away. See, a lot of you dudes are getting women that are not of God. And that's why they leave. That's why it doesn't work out. Because she wasn't sent from God. She was just sent from the streets. And who runs the streets? The devil. This is the devil's playground. But again, fellas, my main point is you got to be committed, man. I'm tired of hearing these dudes saying they had 2 kids and they were married for this amount of years and they're done. Why are you okay with dying alone, man? Like I said in my previous video, you shouldn't be okay with that. Just like you broke up with your wife or divorced your wife of 20, 30 years, there's a female out there that divorced her husband of 20, 30 years and she's looking to find love. You'll be surprised how much you two may have in common, how much understanding you two may have for each other. And that may be the best relationship you ever had. You may say, dang, I was married to my wife for 20, 30 years. I'm with this new female, and it feels like we already knew each other. We just picking things up where we left off. A lot of times it be like that when a woman is God sent. Yes, a woman could have been in a previous relationship for a long time, had kids, and she's not meant to be with that dude. Isn't that crazy? Think about it. But it's true. A lot of people be in 20, 30, 40-year relationships, and they were not meant to be with that person. But they just be trying to force it and make it work. You would never have to force a relationship, a marriage, a partnership that was meant to be. But a lot of these relationships aren't meant to be, man. I'm getting a lot of comments from dudes that were in relationships that were not meant to be. You have to understand this. Whatever didn't work out for you was not meant to be. Now, if you have kids with this woman, listen, man, you got to try to fight for your family. Like I said in another previous video. You have to try to fight for your family, man. If your kids are still young. If your kids are under 16, you really should try to fight for your family. You should marry her if you did not marry your baby mother. But listen, if your kids are older, man, they pretty much on their way to college, I wouldn't say it's worth it at that point. I would say just move on. But yeah, man, a lot of single men are not committed, man. They are not fully committed in this finding love stuff. They talk about it, but they not really about it, man. They just on the internet, they surfing, they scrolling through videos, and they're not actually applying themselves in the real world. They're not setting themselves up for success. They're approaching women with the way they look. They're not fully complete, and they are continuing to see failure. The result is failure. When you are committed, you're gonna see results. I promise you. I promise you, man. Comment down below, man. I read all comments. I respond to pretty much all comments, man. Hit the like button if you appreciate the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, man. I thank y'all all so much, man. We had 3,400 subs. We on our way to 4,000. And just so you know, yes, at some point I will start throwing in clips, man. But I'm just waiting. I'm waiting until I get to at least 5,000 subscribers, man. Then the editing will come in, the videos and clips and stuff like that. Right now, it's not really worth it. It's not worth it risking my channel for copyrights and stuff like that when I'm under 5,000 subs. That's just in my opinion. All right. So I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and love.